Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be making a penguin. So we need the colors of the penguin. We're going to start with his black body, and penguins' bodies are kind of an oval shape, and their head and neck are so, they have such a wide neck that it almost looks like their neck is part of their body. So we're going to start by drawing an oval. It gets a little bit smaller at the top. And you notice how I used most of my black paper? I want you to do that. I want you to do that today. Use most of the black paper that you have. Mrs. Walker's going to give you a pretty big piece of paper, and I want you to use most of your black paper for your penguin, okay? And once you get him cut out, I can still see a little bit of my pencil in there, so I'm going to flip it over this way because I like that side better. So that is the body and the head of the penguin. The next thing we need is wings. And if you notice, you have leftover black paper, and the wings you could easily cut by folding the two corners together and cutting out a triangle. Okay? Those triangles can be turned into penguin wings. If you want his wings to be out, you could lift them up like this. You could put them up like that. So wings up, wings down, or if he's sleeping, maybe they're tucked in tight. Okay, I think I kind of like it like this, so I'm going to put mine like that. Your glue bottle, we know that this one is shut because the two orange lids are touching each other. Open, when you twist it, you should see those come apart a little bit right there. If it's closed, they're back together. Okay, so I want to make sure it's open. And then how much glue should we use? Just a little dot, right? I know I'm going to just stick the this part of his wing on him, so I don't need glue on that part. I just need a little bit on the tip of his wing, and then I'm going to attach it. Okay, and then penguins have a white belly, so I might have even gotten a little bit too much glue right there. So I want this to fit right in the middle of him. I might lay it on here just so I can see how big. I think I want it to be about this big. That should fit right in the middle of his tummy. And it doesn't have to be a perfect oval, but we want an oval for his stomach. And then we're going to cut around, following our pencil lines. Okay, when you get that cut out, we don't need any glue in the center. We just need dots around the outside, or you could do a really skinny line if you were good at doing lines and not squirting too much. A little dot will do. There's his tummy. And then I've got more white here. I want to make two eyes, so I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to draw my eyes. I kind of like them to have big eyes, but you can make your eyes any size you want. Big is easier to cut out too, I found. The smaller it is, the harder it is. Okay. There's my eyes, and since I folded it in half, I should have two eyes here, right? And I do. Perfect. There's my eyes. So I'm going to give them a little dot there, and a little dot there. Okay. Now, I need to make my feet and my beak. So, to make the feet, I'm going to start out, I want them to be just kind of little rectangles. So I think I'm going to start out by making two rectangles, and then I'm going to set them. Actually, I want them to be the same size, so I guess I should have overlapped my paper. But you want two rectangles, right, for the feet, but I want them to have little toes. So in order to make the toes, I'm going to do a snip that way and a snip that way, so I'm kind of cutting little triangles out. So I'm going to turn my scissors this way and then this way. This way and this way, and then I might do it one more that way. Actually, I think I might. Okay, so it kind of looks like he has little toes, and then I'm going to glue these on right here. And if you want your feet to stick out, you can put a little bend in there, and it'll almost look like he's walking. Okay, I'm just going to put a little crease in there because I kind of want mine to have a little bit of a 3D thing going on. Okay, there's my glue. A little bit of glue here. Now, do you have to have them sticking out? Nope, you can leave them flat down if you like it like that. And the other thing for the beak, there's a couple ways you could make the beak. You could just cut off the corner right here. If you like that, you could use that for the beak. Or if you want to make it a 3D beak, you're going to want a square. You're going to start with a square piece, and then you're going to fold the corners together. And my square doesn't exactly match up, so I'm going to trim there and there so that it kind of matches up. And then look, I have a little beak that can actually be kind of 3D. So I like this one better. I'm going to actually glue this one on, and that way the top of his beak can be open if I want it to be. And there he is. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take a Sharpie, and we're going to put those little black dots in the middle of his eyes. Okay? Okay. When you have yours at this point, you're going to flip it over and write your name. And you may want to use a white crayon for this. I don't have a white crayon right now, but you may want to use a white crayon so we can see it. And you're either 1A, 1B, or 1C. Okay, and don't forget to circle it. Then you're going to put him on the drying rack to dry, and next week we will be making some water to put him in. We're going to put little bubbles in our water too, so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And maybe we'll even give him some other things like a hat or scarf. Okay, so put your penguin on the drying rack when you have your name and class code on the back and he's ready to go. Okay.